62, and in today's tutorial, like I said earlier, it's going to be more like it's going to be more like um can we hear me? Can we hear me? So it's going to be more like a question and answer class. So it's not going to be like a regular class which we use the whiteboard. So in this tutorial, more like a discussion, yeah, because how we're doing it. Okay, I think I need to confirm the audio. Okay, just a moment. Trying to confirm if the audio is perfect. Trying to see if the audio is perfect from my end. Just to be sure we all can hear me. Okay. I think it's so much noise from the audio. Probably I need okay. I think the audio is better now. Can we hear me? Hello? Okay. Alright. Trying to confirm if the audio is okay. So much noise from the background. Alright. Okay. So Miss Kennedy, good evening. It's great to have you on board. I am actually we'll be taking a course in the Department of Political Science. You know, just like it says, according to the schedule, we are to start with social science today. I'm going to start with political science. Then from political science, Mrs. Kennedy, I got your question. I got your message. I actually highlighted something for you in the private class because I needed you to understand that we're actually working on your TME and we are working on your assignment and very soon it will be sorted out. How your class is going? I hope your classes are going well. Hope you've requested for the next one. Okay, so just trying to confirm the audio. If the audio is okay. Okay, just a moment. I think I need to do some switching. Okay, what about now? I think it's better now. I think is it better? It's better now. I think it's better now as well from my hand here. So this is how this will be working. This is how we're going to be doing this. We're going to be taking a couple of questions, and it's going to be from the Department of Political Science, and we'll be covering some questions. So I'll be the one doing who is this person calling me by this time? I'm going to be the one doing the reading out. So for students in the Department of Public Administration, 300 level, first semester. So I think this is for you all. The related courses you are doing, you can also join as well. So it promises to be an interesting one. So we are expected to use the comment section to ask your questions, but please don't ask questions if you are not in this faculty. Okay, only ask questions if you are in this faculty, something related to the questions we'll be taking now. Every faculty has their day, and for today it's for the Faculty of Social Science, and it's going to be from the Department of Political Science. Trying to get my TME. Okay, so we have that as that. So this is actually first of its kind, and we're actually trying to and we actually try how we can see how we can improve on services and how we can ensure there is maximum productivity as we do this together. As the exams are fast approaching, we are also making plans on how to ensure students get the whole thing at the same time. We are not leaving any stone unturned at all. It's going to be a very interesting one. We are getting on things back to back. Okay, I just copied, just a moment. I copied the login details just a moment ago. Okay, so just hang on. I'm going to get the questions and we can get started immediately. So, like I said earlier, basically for the for the Faculty of Social Science, Political Science precisely. So this is questions. These are questions for you. And then the thing with the current assignments now is that a lot of things are not the way they usually are, and adjustments are being made every now and then. And what are the days where we get to click on the discussion forum, you just get to mark and tick everything. It's a different ball game entirely now. It's a different ball game entirely. And but it has been okay. It has been okay. It's not bad though. But it's just that the whole thing has changed, and the whole thing has changed. Students just need to improve on everything they are doing. Oh, wonderful! I think the portal is open now. Okay, we can see. And one amazing thing about the discussion forum is that the way the discussion forums are arranged nowadays, it's a bit different from what it used to be before now. Before now, you get to do a discussion forum one, you can even attempt your TMAs, and you go to discussion forum two, and you get to do all of that without stress. Okay, but just like I said, some changes have been made, and the STEM is getting step proof. So that's just it. Seems like method. Okay. Okay. I think we are done with all. So the very first thing you want to do, you know how it's being done. You want to go into your announcements. From there, you check your facilitator, and from there, you want to check your. From there, you want to check the introduction. You want to check the virtual library. Before now, you get to tick all this. You get to tick everything, but the case is different now. Ìfẹ́ jọ kí ló ń gbé lẹ́gbọ̀n ẹ̀? No, I muted my mic. Kí ló ń gbé lẹ́gbọ̀n ẹ̀? Okay. I thought I muted it now, but I can still hear myself. Hello? Okay. I was trying to. I think the mic might have muted. Okay. I think it should now. I think it should now. Generators, the noise. This thing is covering everything. The noise of generator is very actual. Okay, we are back. The network was not stable, but I think it's a bit better now. Hello? Hello? The network is pretty unstable. It's just, it's raining here. And whenever it's raining, this is what we experience whenever it's raining. Okay, yes, I think I have people online now. Awesome. You don't see anyone, but you can use this person for crying out loud. But you can't mute hear me too because you've not attended the same discussion forum. So with the way things are now, before you can do anything basically, you need to attend to certain discussion forums, and from there you get to know which is which. It's very important to attend. I think I need to switch my network to some other network. Network is really unstable. It's responding, but the response is pretty slow. I think it has responded now. Let me just continue on this particular one. The response is just pretty slow. Okay. Hello, it's good to have you on board. Although you came late, but it's okay. You're welcome still. And I believe you have your writing materials with you. Okay. So we're just waiting for it to load up so we can get started with things as quick as possible. Okay, we've done the discussion forum 2. Okay, let's check discussion forum 4. That was the discussion forum 4 was the issue. Okay, I need to do discussion forum 3. So I haven't done discussion forum 3. So it's directed me to go back to the discussion forum 3. The way the discussion forums are now, you can't basically do anything without attending to those discussion forums. So your TMA will not open. So TMA is not accessible. So you want to ensure you have done the discussion forums first before you even go attempt any of your TMAs. So that's how it is. So for those who are just joining, I said already that the course we are taking, the department's TMA, departments are questions we are taking now, live questions are departments, that's political science. So we're taking questions from the Department of Political Science. So you need to attend to your discussion forums. Then when you are done with the discussion forum, then you can attempt the TMA questions. Please, for those of us who are new to the stream, let's ensure to subscribe to the channel. Okay. Very important. If you don't attend to the discussion forum, trust me, you will not be granted access to your TMA questions. So I'm just trying to attempt some discussion forums, and I'm pretty sure the question will pop out and we can get started immediately. Okay. So we're waiting for it to load up. Discussion forum 4. Awesome. So let's go and check. TMA2 should be open that way. Good evening, Mr. Ayeni. I can see some persons down in the comment sections. Yeah, good evening. Mr. Ayeni, are you in the Faculty of Social Science? What is your department? I know all these persons here, but this Ayeni, I'm seeing your name for the first time. Because we are taking TMA questions related to that faculty. So, and I'm actually taking, oh wonderful, what's your faculty, what's your department, sir? So we're actually taking PO 317 now. PO 317. So I'll be taking PO 317 questions now. So we have very first question. This is a very interesting question. It says, Ikelegbe defines, Ikelegbe in 1994 defines it as a study of causes, processes, formation, implementation, and dash of public policy. All right. This is a definition from Ikelegbe. Okay, it's a definition from Ikelegbe, and so the thing is that we are required to find what Ikelegbe said about a phenomenon. So we are going to check this, and we are going to solve this now. Okay. We're going to solve this immediately now. Let's see how this goes. So if you are not taking the question, I'm going to read out the question one more time, so you can actually follow our suit. So now, according to what Ikelegbe in 1994 said, Ikelegbe is trying to define a term here, and he said, according to the question, I believe dash should be the first thing, but opposite is what was done here. So he said, defines it as the study of the causes, processes, formation, implementation, and dash of public policy. So the answer is consequences. Okay, Ikelegbe here is talking about consequences. So now this is how it should be. This is how it should be structured. Now, defines. There's a discussion here, all right, and this discussion is about the concept of public policy analysis. So according to his own contribution now, he said, when we talk about public policy analysis, according to Ikelegbe in 1994, he said it is the study of the causes, processes, formation, implementation, and consequences of public policies. Okay, so the answer is consequences. So let's take that and let's move on to the next one. So for those of us who haven't joined the private class, let's ensure to reach out to Futo Ayo today, so you can be added to the private class, and from there we'll guide you through on how to become a member of the private class, so you don't get to miss out on any of your courses at all. Now let's take the next one. It says, that means policy is dash binded with coercive, while private policy does not. So we are being told now indirectly that what kind of policy is dash binded with coercive. All right. So what kind of policy is binded with coercive? So that's the question here. That's the public. So we have, all right, now let's look at what, according to what we have in the, according to what we have in the parents. So now, originally, public policy is binded with coercive. Okay? So now, legally, it's binded with coercive. So now, the means, now it means the question is not even graph. But it's okay. So that means public policy is dash binded. So the answer is legally binded with coercive with private policy. All right. Why private policy is not? So public policies are legally binded. All right. The coercive should be there anyway. Why private policies are not? All right. So we have that. Okay, I think I'll just have to go for my note. So that one is making my work too slow. And I have a lot of work to do. I don't want to. So that's code 317 TM2. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize this so I can get along with my notes here to make my work fast. So now, program evaluation and review technique, which is PERT, is a statistical tool used in project management. True or false? It says program evaluation and review technique. So we'll find out in a moment. It's a very interesting question anyway. The answer should be true. We won't talk about excuse me, program evaluation review technique. All right, is a form of networking. All right, but what we are being told here is a statistical tool. Okay, and even at that, it's still a statistical tool because it says anything that evaluates and review requires statistics. Trust me. All right, so the answer is true. Now it says integral components of PPBS involve the following except one. PPBS. So I want to find out what it means by PPBS itself, and from there we'll be able to. Now, when we say PPBS, what are we referring to? What are we referring to? We are talking about planning, programming, and budgeting system. That's PPBS. That is what it means by PPBS. Okay. So now, so the question is, integral components of PPBS involve the following except which one? So we have a couple of options, right? But one will show certain things. So we have evaluating the annual budget, selecting of specific objective, revising planning standard, and we have MBO. Okay, let's do our research. Now, if we are said evaluating the annual budget, it will have been wrong because it's part of it. Revising planning standard 2 is also part of the integral component. So it's in between selecting of specific objective and MBO now. Okay. Yes. Specific objective, very perfect. So it's the wrong answer is the right answer is MBO. So MBO is not to be there. Okay. Now for those of us who might be interested in getting access to the questions and answers arranged for us on the website, please let's exercise patience. We'll get that during our revision time. Okay, since one of the following is not a type of policy issues according to Lowy, we want to see what Lowy said about policy issues in 1971. Okay, Mr. Adeyemi says PCR. I'm just even seeing that now. Okay, that's fine. Yes. We have distributive, is part of it. We have redistributive, regulation, so it's productive. Productive is not part of it. Excuse me. Okay. So let's move to the next question. All right. So the following are the prerequisites for effective planning except efficient administrative mechanism. True. Adequate information system. True. Leadership commitment. And we have prayer. Okay, that was the thing from the network. I think we are back now. Efficient administrative structure is part of it. Adequate information system is also part of it. Leadership commitment is part of it. But unfortunately, the first one here is not part of it. Okay. All of the following are basic terminologies of public policy analysis, except the first option is a policy decision. Then we have lawmaking, policy demand, and policy output. Okay. Terminologies of public policy analysis. Okay, it's a very interesting one. All right, but looking at the way things are structured. Oh, something just fell. Just a moment, I need to get mine. Okay, yeah. I think they're good to go. Network is pretty unstable from this end. Okay, I think I need to remove this. Get my camera or my microphone working fit. Okay, yeah, I think it's better now. Okay, so let's see what we have here. It's a very interesting question. You know, you need to be very careful when attempting your questions, and but it's very interesting. All right, and this should actually be lawmaking. All are the all the following are basic terminologies of public policy analysis. Analysis. Very tricky one. But from the looks of this question, yeah, I thought as much, but I just let to be, yeah, just to follow through, to do some scrutiny, Not bad, not bad. Thank you very much for that. Yes, yes. Wonderful. I thought as much myself, but I was just taking my time to. Yes, that's correct answer. That's lawmaking. Okay. So yeah, we have the next one. It says, the element of good policy analysis include element of good policy. We have validity, importance, imbalance, usefulness. A lot of attractive options. All right, but just one is the correct answer. And validity is one of it, surely. All right. The element of good policy analysis include all except, so validity is part of it, importance is part of it, usefulness is part of it. So the wrong answer, the answer that is not supposed to be is imbalance. So we have to scrap out imbalance. So let's go to the next question. Excuse me. Since which of the following is not a feature of public policy analysis? Adopt unscientific methods, political sensitive, client oriented. Okay, also a very sensitive one. But from the looks of things, it should be A. Adopt unscientific methods. I mean, how will you explain and how will you do your analysis without unscientific methods? Yes, we have that as that. So now let's move to the next question. The last question for this TME 2. Okay. It says the process of finding alternative solution to problem and determining the criteria for comparing one against another is known. Okay. The process, say that again. Okay, of finding alternative alternative solutions are we together? Or alternate solution to problems and determining the criteria for capturing one against the other. Now it says, question 10. And basically the last one. The last question for the course precisely. Okay. I'm of the opinion that it's design. Yes, I explain why. Why is because when we are as an analyst, if you're analyzing a policy, the design phase, all right, is an alternative solution to a policy problem and establish the criteria. Okay, it's an alternative. Are we together? Okay. Wonderful. I think we got all answers answered. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let me show you my system. You can see the grade here. You can see the grade here. I don't know. Let me. It's a comprehensive 10-10. Let me switch my. Can we see that? Yes, that's how we do it. Live and direct. That's how we do it. So we're taking more questions. Okay. Yes, let's continue. Let's move to the next course. Let's even find out if TMA3 is out. Okay, we have some discussions where we need to attend to. Just a moment, trying to do some check-ins here. Okay, so we have attended to discussion forum 5. Okay. Okay, discussion forum 6. I think TMA3 is house. This one that is already discussion forum 6. Network can be very frustrating sometimes, most especially when it's raining. Okay, done with discussion forum 6. I think that's all the discussion forums. Aha, I said it. TMA3 is out. So let's just do the TME3 immediately, then we know we are done with this course. Attempt. So it says the dash aspect of PPBS involves long-term determination of goals. So what aspect of PPBS does that? Okay, let's find out pretty soon. Now, when we say PPBS, it embraces and emphasizes the three concepts of planning, programming, and budgeting. Now, this planning aspect of PPBS involves the long-term determinations of goals. That's the planning part. Okay. 43172. That's planning. Correct answer. Says in practice, cost benefit analysis means expressing both benefits and the cost in dash units. Expressing both benefits and cost. Now, in practice, cost-benefit analysis means expressing both the benefits and costs, all right, in monetary. In monetary units. So the answer should be monetary. Okay. So we have the next question. Governments at all dash in Nigeria, national, state, and local have increasingly active, all right, in developing public policies. I think I need to connect this in a moment. Just a moment. I thought I was with the call just now. I'm supposed to charge my phone. Okay, yeah, found it. So we have the question, and we'll be attending to it ASAP. So according to the question, so we have increasingly active government, both at national, state, and local level, are becoming increasingly active. Okay, in what precisely? In the development of public funds or public services. All right, so it's government at all levels in Nigeria, government at all levels. This popularized the study of public policy as a dash to understand government decision-making process. So what exactly are we talking about here? What popularized the study? Okay. Policy as to understand okay, now look at it as an avenue, as an avenue so we have that. We have the next question. So the last stage of policy process is called dash stage. The last stage. So let's see the options. We have formation. No, that's not possible. Rule of law. Nah. Okay. Constitution and freedom of speech. Okay. Okay. So now one thing we should note here is that these options are not so correct. Okay. Yeah, I thought as much. Okay, it's a little bit, it's a bit tricky question. So we have to take our time to think well and look reading between the lines. So we want to move for rule of law. It can be formation. Formation is the very first stage. The last stage of policy. That should be the rule of law. So let's stick with rule of law. Now in the 5 steps models which have to quantify content are referred to as okay. Let's see about that. Okay. So we have that. According to the question, the 5 steps, there are 5 steps. You have analytical, computer, people, and we have verbal. So which one among these five steps have no quantitative content? That's verbal. That should be verbal models. Says that are authors of incremental model of decision making. Okay. Like I said earlier, you need to pay detailed attention to all these questions. And be careful of the ones you are going for. Okay. Now, okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see. Now win all our chances. Your chance to best. Okay. Don't forget we have a target here. And the target, so I don't want to do with every single penny. Every single penny. Okay. Now, it is said that dash are authors of incremental model. Okay. Dash are authors. So which one is not among them? So we have the likes of Bravebrook and Lindblom. So those ones are not part of them. So we have the next question. Please, if you are new to the stream, let's subscribe to the channel. It's very important. It means so much to us. Now I say substantive policies involves what Dash is going to do, such as constructing highways, paying welfare benefits. Substantive policies. Okay. Okay. Now, one thing you must note here is that this substantive policy involves what government is going to do. When we talk about substantive policy, all right, we are talking about what government is going to do, such as constructing high roads, paying welfare benefits, and lots more. So we have that as that. Then we have question 9. Many underdeveloped countries depend on a great extent on the Dash countries for flow of foreign capital. Definitely. Developed, definitely to be developed. And there will be demands. Yes. Okay. Depend on a great extent. Are we together? No. Okay. So pay attention. That's the most important thing. You want to pay attention. You don't want to miss out on any of the details. All right. Okay. Like I said earlier, pay detailed attention. Okay, not bad, not bad. Thank you very much for that. So we have question 10. I think I didn't copy that question out. Let's put that now. Okay. I think I need to copy that out into my notes here. So we don't get to miss out on that. So it's been wonderful, and this is how we go about it. For those of us who are new to this stream, please let's be reminded to join the private class where we take a series of classes. Classes are back to back. In the private class, we take classes back to back. We don't miss out on any class. Everything will be attended to in private class. And how do you get to become a member? All you need to do is just reach out to us on our official website, which is www.ion.net. Okay. It says the manifestation of public policy in accordance with the actual government execution of policies as dash. Okay. It's a very funny question. Actual execution. Okay. Speaking of the actual execution, the manifestation of public policy in accordance with the actual government execution of policy is referred to as policy output. Simple and straight. So we'll be able to do attend to TMA1 and TMA2. Okay. Wonderful. So let's submit and we can move to the next course. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is nice. Awesome. So poll 317 done and dusted. Let's move to poll 341. So I think I'm going to change this thumbnail. To poll 314. TMA discussion. Okay, so now let me just, I think I should just list it somewhere. Let me list it somewhere so I can do a different thumbnail. So I have poll 317. 7 TMA1 and 2. Then we are looking at 0341 now. 0341 now. I guess all the TMAs now are open. Okay, wow, this is also open. Yeah, 0341. Now it says the civil service is an arm of the dash. That should be the judiciary. Okay. Okay, no. Judiciary interprets. Legislators make. Judiciary interpret. So it should be executive, since executive are the implementators and civil servants are executors. So that should be executive arms. We have code 341. We have that as executive. Then we have the ritualistic orientation may not be appropriate to the needs of a dash. Alright, ritualistic may not be appropriate to the needs and challenges of technological age. Or technology age, as you may call it. Now it says a deliberate and planned change in public service is known as a deliberate, that should be a reform. When it's deliberate and it's planned, then we have it as a reform. A reform. So we have the creation of 12 states in May 1967. The creation of 12 states in May 1967. all right, was by dash. Are we together? The 12 states created in May 1967. Who initiated that? That would be Gowon. I'm not just wearing glasses, but because of the system, I just have to learn how to use this. But I'm feeling painting. Okay. Yes, that's the one. Awesome. Yakubu. That should be Yakubu Gowon. So I think I have that already. The creation of 36 states in Nigeria. Are we together? Can we all hear me? Okay. That should be Ibrahim. Okay. Babangida. Okay. But according to what we have here, it should be Abacha. Abacha is the correct answer according to the options we have here. Now, there are two confusing answers here. Okay? According to history, okay? According to history, the correct answer is Babangida. Alright? Alright, so we are going for Babangida. General Ibrahim Babangida. Okay. So we have the next question. Okay. Now it says one of the forms in Nigerian civil service was the Udoji's reform of 1972. Reform. So do we have Udoji reform in 1972? So that's the question now. Okay. I want to be sure of the answer here. Yeah, so the correct answer is true. Mr. Adeni, you're asking what year? Are you talking about the Udoji? I'm just seeing your question now, sir. For the Udoji is 1972. I think I even need to take this question down because I haven't. So now, if you are in 300 level and above, one of the ways you can benefit from what we are doing is that you listen. Your questions might not come out as CBT. So you listen, you understand, because you'll be asked to express, write essays. So when you get points from it, you can use them to develop your essays. So we have question. Okay, somebody already responded. You're welcome, sir. Thank you, Miss Fatima. Now we have looking into the future with the eye of today is known as that should be planning. In 1914, the amalgamation of the northern and southern protectorate, northern and the southern Nigeria took place. This question is an error. Amalgamation should have been eliminated, but it was repeated in the question. In the field of dash, there is a general monopoly. That's a very interesting question. All right. In the field of public administration, are we good? The following are the characteristics of civil service except one. Neutrality, merit, politicians, permanence. That should be politicians. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please. I think I need to get some water. So we have that as that, and also another 1010. Let's show it to the audience. Can you see this? So that I think Chemi 3 is open now. Let's just go to the Chemi 3. So I will change this thumbnail. I eventually change this thumbnail to pole signs. We've taken pole 317. And we are taking pole 341 now. It should be 2 and 3, as well as 2 and 3, or 3, 4, 1. Now I said Nigeria is made up of dash local government areas. Nigeria, okay, and we have some interesting options here. Are we together? That should be about 104, 774. I mean, 774. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Local government serves as two-way channel. Let me even check our time. Okay, 5. When I'm done with this one, I'll check because we are starting management act for later today. Local government serve as two-way channel of communicating between the leaders and the lead. Yes, this is true. It's the government for the government at the grassroots. No doubt. Planning and budgeting are essential to the functioning of the dash. Very interesting questions here. I thought as much. Because under the government, you find civil service, public service, local government. Everything is encapsulated in the government. So the correct answer is government. The following are the various features of the local government. Except one. Okay. Now we have options here. Just a moment. I think I missed something here. I thought as much. Yeah, that's sovereignty. So except for sovereignty, territory, population, consensus. I beg your pardon, that's census. Consensus, that's census. More like head count. Okay. Now it says the following are the reasons for the establishment of public cooperation except one. It's not for competition. It's never for competition. National security. Foreign competition. Okay. National cooperation. Now I'm seeing two options here that look really alike. Profit making and foreign competition. Okay. So it's basically not for profit making. Nah. So that's profit making is not. It's not a thing. So we have that as profit making. It's not for profit making. Just trying to check something very quickly. Okay, foreign corporation. Yeah. Now invest in Western region. In Western region, the local government law of 1952 initiated important reforms. Let's see. Reforms. Very true. So we have true as the answer. I think after this the courses for this department, I just have to go and switch out the new set. What seems to be this problem. I think all my gadgets are fully charged. Okay, I have just 40% still. My goodness. Oh my goodness, my phone just tripped. Okay. Sorry about that. Fixing that now. Sorry about that. Just have to fix my charger. So I might be switching off the generator set pretty soon. Okay. Just a moment. We are all set up now, and we can get started. I think my system got shut down, so I just have to wait for it to pick up again. So let's just exercise some patience. I'll be back soon. Okay. Just waiting for my system to respond and we can get back into it. Yeah, I think it's live now. It's coming up. Okay. Now it's been wonderful, it's been interesting. For those of us who are just joining, we have been able to take 2 courses. I think we are about running up with the second course, and each of all the grades have been wonderful. Each of the grades have been superb. So we are back. The system is back now. So it says question 7. The following are the characteristics of indirect rule except. Following are the characteristics of indirect rule. Please ignore the noise in the background. Just got a puppy, and I don't know why the puppy is making so much noise. Okay. All right. So we have a question. Some of the characteristics are legitimacy, territorial jurisdiction, native authorities. All right. Okay, we are live again. That was the thing from the network. Right, I think it's stable now. It's restored. Now this question says the movement, all right, from rural area to urban centers is known as simple urbanization. So if you come across this question, you want to know that, okay, what is urban? If you're asked what's the meaning of urbanization, they want to define it as the movement of people from rural areas to urban centers. So we have the next question. When we talk about the changing of membership of ownership of government-owned assets, all right, they are talking about the privatization, all right, or commercialization. But when we are particular about the changing of ownership from government company to private ownership, that we are referring to as privatization. Then we have the last question for today's class. The next question will be offline. I need to take a break and come back. When I'm coming back later tonight, it will be for some other departments. Okay. So we have this question, and it says the Bureau of Public Enterprise BPE was established in 1998. True or false? This should be false. But let me be sure. I think I need to be sure. Okay. You need to verify and be super sure. Okay, yeah, I think it's true. 1988. Just a moment. Now, this is fourth. This is fourth. I thought it was much. It was created in 1999, not 1998. So let's see how this is. Okay, not bad. Okay, not bad. So we have that as that. So here is what we'll call a wrap for today. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. I think I'm going to edit the thumbnail of this video to something else so we can just be sure that this is for this particular course. I believe you have been able to gain something. We'll do more of this throughout this week. Do have a wonderful evening and bye for now.